All right. Over the last decade, business intelligence and reporting has changed quite a bit. A BI solution is no longer for large enterprises only. Providers of business intelligence today claim that it's easy to get started with a solution, it's easy to work with the data, it's easy to adopt and get everybody in the organization to make their own apps. But is it really? Is it that easy to get started? Is the Power Platform easy to work with? And Power Apps, do we really need them? So, welcome to 30 Minutes. I'm Oliver, and today I'll be talking to Jakob Kornum, a BI consultant from Proactive Denmark. Welcome, Jakob.
Thank you.
So, first of all, Power Apps in a nutshell. Why is it fantastic?
Well, it's fantastic because it empowers people. It opens a door that's been shut forever.
Okay, interesting, very good. But well, go one step back and well, basically, just explain to me what is Power Apps.
Well, Power Apps is a low-code business user application development tool. It allows everyday people, regular business people, to actually develop an app, which is fantastic. So that's the nutshell.
That's in a nutshell. Okay, well, could you explain it just a little bit in detail?
Yeah, I have slides.
You do?
Yes, I have slides.
All right, let's see.
Well, let's dive into the slides then. So we have Power Apps, which is a ridiculous name, but a great product. It's been developed over the last 5 years, but was inspired by some of the old products that we had. We had InfoPath and we had Access, like app development tools that were a bit too complex for regular users. Power Apps is a part of the fantastic Power Platform. It's the trigger. It's the input. It's where you do things.
So the Power Platform is where you do things, or the Power Apps.
The Power App is where you do things.
Okay. So well, with regards to the Power Platform, Power BI. How do you compare those?
Well, they're different things. Power BI is the windows and the dashboard of your car.
Okay.
The car being a metaphor for your business, and the Power App is your steering wheel, where you actually act on your whole business as it looks through your window. And on top of that, we have the automation with this, which is since I'm doing this metaphor, maybe some sort of engine behind the whole scene. And
so, but then again, take it into account that it's 3 different softwares, 3 different tools. How are they relevant together?
Well, they enhance each other. Like the car, you need all these aspects. You need the steering, you need the sight, you need the engine to actually be moving forward. You need all these things.
But why do we need them?
Well, of course, maybe we don't need them. Maybe people did business 200 years ago, and some of them probably did a very fine job. But we have these superpowered tools at our disposal now. So why not be using them? Maybe we can do things better than we ever did before. So this is what I think.
So you're saying that we already got the tools. Who are we, and where do we already got them?
Well, we are the businesses. We are all the companies out there that do things with their data and their business, and it's supposed to be one single brain behind it, one organism.
Interesting.
And we of course do this on the magnificent Power Platform that really has knocked all competition aside over the last few years.
Okay, you need to explain.
Well, it's almost like common knowledge these days that we just get a lot of value on the buck with these products, and since most of the people I talk to already have purchased licenses for the Office platform, they already got it. They already bought these things.
Okay, well, so what are you saying is it's basically for free? It's already within...
Well, it's not free. It's cheap, though, but it's not free. I guess not a lot of things are free these days. Of course
not. Yeah. Okay.
But it might be included in something you already bought.
Interesting, interesting. Well, go on and
explain.
Yeah.
I have more slides. Oh, well, Power Apps is a cross-platform. It works on a lot of different devices. All the devices that I have in my house, like tablets, smartphones, PCs, and all other things that you can actually think of. I can even Chromecast my Power BI report or my Power App to my television. Okay. I don't know why I would do that, but I do.
But so what you're saying is that it's for everybody in an organization, in the sense of that they are able to work with, to get data out, to get data back in, to affect data, all these things from a smartphone? Yes,
actually, you can act on your data on your way to a plane well, the airport has been closed, but in the grocery store or where you are.
Okay.
Or you can implement the app you can embed it inside your homepage of your company, or you can do all these fantastic things that people dream of.
All right. Well, actually, right now I think it sounds good. Somehow it sounds a bit like it's too good to be true. So, yeah. Well, as I see it, well, let's go a little bit deeper. Let's cut through the noise.
Okay.
I want to see something.
You want to see something?
Yeah. Enough slides.
Well, I have more slides.
Yeah. Enough slides.
Okay.
Let's, what you're saying is that it's a tool, that it's easy to use.
It is easy
It's for everybody. You don't need necessarily to be a data scientist, a BI consultant to work with the tools. You're able to work with the tools as a not only who can work with the tool? Could I work with the tool?
Well, the few lines of code that you do write are inspired by the Excel functions that most of us are quite familiar with.
All right.
Like an if function or something like that.
All right. So you're basically saying if you are used to working with Excel and to create basic formulas, you should be able to get started.
Yeah, that was the idea.
All right. Still, I think we need to cut through the noise. I think I would like to see something.
Okay. Well,
let's
what would you like to see?
Well, let's suppose that it's that easy. Let's suppose that it's that easy to get started, to build an app. Build me an app.
Yeah. All right.
I know it's a kind of a challenge, but they built me an app.
I can build you an app that says boing when you press a button.
Okay.
I can build you an app that phones my mother, or maybe send an email to my boss
let's
saying
keep
I'm
it,
sick
let's keep it business relevant. Let's keep it business relevant
all
today.
Right.
All right?
Yeah.
So, what I think we should work on today. In these times, uncertainty is a major thing.
Yes,
what people are concerned about, what businesses are concerned about, is what will be in the book, what will be in the pipeline, which orders are they maybe ready to get in the future. What it's so forecasting and knowing your business is key right now. The way that you do this is basically that in a sense that you create some sort of a pipeline in a CRM system or whatnot.
Yeah.
You might show that in a Power BI report or whatnot.
Yes, we do that a lot.
All right. Could you build me an app that could work intelligent with this, so that you could know even better what is in the pipeline, based on a lot of things, based on, let's say, knowledge from the salesman?
Yes. Yes.
I know it's a kind of a challenge.
It is a challenge.
But could you work with some sort of a forecasting app, so that I, as a business owner, know what is in the pipeline, and a pipeline that I can trust?
In 20 minutes? Well, I can try. I can try.
I think you should try.
All right. Well,
At least we're putting it to the test.
all right. And I make a fool of myself, and we were entertained. So we'll do it then.
Let's see.
All right.
So take your time. Don't.
I will.
I won't interrupt you.
Get the slides off the screen, and
But I think enough of talking, enough of PowerPoint. Now we know that we want to see something.
well, I do have this Power BI report. Can we see my screen? And I need to exit this, minimize this, and we see my screen. On the
Perfect.
screen we have a pretty standard report. It's sales values. It's a demo data set, and we have total sales and products and dates and a last year calculation. And let's just check if we're live with the data. I am connected to the internet, so it should. Yes, it's filtering, and things are happening, and I can.
So these are, of course, some dummy data that you're able to use. And
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
It's the Contoso data set that Microsoft provided.
okay.
So pretty basic report, but with this report we have the budget, and I had a customer that said, we don't want to buy another a Microsoft product that cost us thousands of dollars a month, because our need is to actually just enter a business value and save that and get on with it, and of course have that in our reporting, because we don't want to open 5,000 applications all the time. So I will try to build an application that works within Power BI, that reacts on your cross filters and your slices, so you can actually drill down to the data you're interested in enhancing, and you can enter your values based on that.
Perfect.
So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Here we go. So I have this Power BI report, and my screen is weird. And so first we start off on this page, and I'm sorry that the interface is in Danish. I hope you will all understand it anyways. It's a tenant setting.
No problem.
So I duplicate my report page so that if I mess everything up, we still have the original page. And I make a bit of room for the wonderful Power App. And if the mouse, there we go. And maybe it auto sizes. No, it doesn't. And here we go. We have the Power App visualization. Do you feel it? Feel the warmth of the Power App visualization? I do. I do. So before we build our app, we need to insert data into the app, and we have a date calendar. We need maybe to select a month, and we get the label so it looks pretty, and our year, and then we have products. So we use our product key and our product name, and then we make sure that the numeric values of month and year doesn't summarize. because that doesn't make sense. We don't need the sum of years. So now we're actually getting ready to create a new app from scratch.
Perfect. So far it seems quite easy. So
well,
yeah.
I hope so. If it doesn't break and if I don't make a fool of myself, we'll see. We'll see. So this is what happens when you build your app from a Power BI point of view. You get an auto-generated page with a gallery in it. So just to get started, of course, let's go with a theme. We're from Proactive, so we'll go with a dark red theme. There's a lot of dark red in Proactive. And let's go with an icon at the top. This never made sense to me, but the square, it's the icon that I use the most for background and all sorts of things, and I will send it to the back, like in PowerPoint. And we can have text on top. We can say my budget. What should we call it? My budget. And then we talk to the user and find a better name for it later. And we make it a little bigger so it looks pretty. There we go. There's a title. And then we need a drop down to be able to select our year month. And of course we need a button to send the whole shebangs to our database. Did I mention that there's a SQL database behind the report that we saw? I probably didn't.
You probably didn't know.
But it's a standard SQL setting in Asia, of course, and that's what we saw. And to make this thing work, this app will have to write to that database. So I will try to connect to my database, and there's a SQL server, and I always forget, but I cheated and brought my own code or string, and the database is called Contoso. There we go.
All right, this looks very good. Just continue, Jakob. Everything is good. Just keep in mind that this is, of course, live, meaning that we are creating something in the studio right now. If you do have some questions, don't hesitate. And I will try to not disturb Jakob, but see if I can answer the questions or get the questions to Jakob as soon as you write them in the questions field.
Yeah. Shall I continue talking?
Yeah.
Okay. I will certainly cut a few corners with this thing today. When we build these kinds of apps, it's always a very, and I need to stress this, it's a very good idea to give objects and a good name, a naming policy. And I don't do that today. So I guess I'm not drinking from my own Kool-Aid, which is, well, tough luck. So we need to filter the report. Let's go back. I was just writing without and I forgot where I was.
No problem. It is a little bit stressful, I know, building something live and so on, but just continue and...
Yeah, we're doing it.
Yeah,
we're doing it.
Yeah.
Oliver, we're doing it. So, before I forget what I was doing, I will get serious and continue. Let's just go with the data connection at first, and then we'll filter it later on. So we need to edit our gallery. So in our gallery, we don't want to see the month of things. We actually want to see the product names. So we got the product names from Power BI, and we can make it a little bigger and delete. Ooh, I deleted too much. Oh, luckily you can regret your steps but you can't always do it. So it could have been a little bad. Then we put a text input here, and this text input will be our budget or estimate, or even maybe ordering fruit or whatever you're doing with this thing. Today we thought about budgets, but it really could have been everything. And so here we have that. We have a cell, we have a product, and we have the slot for an amount. And we have a drop down, and we can preview the report. And the report has a drop down of items that is year months. If I had more time, I would make it prettier and with letters and years and something people could understand, but we're busy today. And this button should be called Submit My Numbers. I always call things, give silly names, but of course it's easy to correct. Submit. There we go. So what we needed here was actually to filter the whole gallery from the year month selection. So we do that, and if I expand this field, we'll see something like filter Power BI data, and we filter this by saying calendar month. Oh, we had it here. Calendar month should be equal to whatever was selected in the drop down 1. You can see the objects on the side here, and we can see that I had a drop down menu called drop down 1. So we select that, and we say what's selected in don't be touching the selected text, and then the result. Seems like a lot of steps to go through, and we can run the app, and we can slice this. Doesn't really show because there are products for all months.
Oh, okay.
But maybe if I had entered a budget value here and I selected a new month, we would see that. Okay, so how much time do I have? A few minutes left.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I cheat a little bit?
It's perfectly up to you.
I will cheat with the input on the submission, and then I will go into the details of what we're doing here. Okay, so this is the single longest piece of code that you'll see in this kind of app. And what it does is it runs through all the gallery items, and it checks if there is an input in the text field. And if there is an input, it collects that input and the product name and what else was in that gallery item. And then it collects a list of all these inputs, and then it checks, does this input already exist in my database? And if it does, we need to change the database, and if it doesn't, we need to write a new line. And that's basically what it does. It evaluates, does the line exist, and then we edit. Doesn't it? If it doesn't exist, then we create a new line.
All right.
And
so basically in 15, 16 minutes you have almost created an app.
Yeah, well,
so
I baked a little bit from home, but yes. And then finally,
impressive.
well, if it works, let's publish this thing and see if it works. Because there is a chance that I made a mistake and I forgot something, and we'll see, right? And we'll call this, what do we call it?
Sales budget.
Sales budget. In 2 words. Sales budget, and this time we give it blue because I love blue. And there's a star, and we save this thing. There we go. It's saved. And, well, if it was for real or something, I would of course share this with you, but we don't need to share this now. We just need to see that. Ooh,
okay.
Look at this report. Ooh, what have we here?
All right, impressive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I think so. If we have a cigarette lighter adapter, and I might be the a salesperson responsible for selling them, and I need to enter my budget. What do I expect to sell in the first month of 2009?
Mm-hmm.
I expect to sell for 5 million. There we go. I'm very ambitious with this product.
Perfect.
Ooh. 5 million was too large. I forgot that maybe I put a limit on the size of values in my SQL table.
Okay.
It's probably what you'd call a small int, but or maybe I don't know. We'll see. If we have time, we'll go fix it, or else we'll just believe me, right? So this is this data set is a direct connection, and hopefully we'll see the budget value appear on the screen shortly. So while we wait for that, I'll show a bit more of the functionality that we had. We can drill down to the Contoso, the phone company brand of cell phones, and wait for the report. And I can just type here. Oh, that's my old phone number. And I expect to be selling 5,000 of these, and 4 months later I will be, I don't know, 4,000 of these, and we submit that, and it's thinking for a little while. Oh, that was, why is it doing that?
Of course, this is a kind of a challenge, so don't mind. I think that we have seen that you're able to, in a very short period of time, create an app that is actually inside Power BI that makes it possible for sales rep or any other to validate and to fill in and to create better forecast for organizations today.
Certainly, and
this was just an example.
And following these types of solution, there's always the possibility of creating reports like who didn't submit their reports, and when did they do it, and who registered how many hours with a customer, and those are the worst kind.
Yeah, of course, of course, I understand. Very good. But first of all, thanks for accepting the challenge. Very brave of you.
Yes.
And congratulations on building an app live. Impressive. And I think basically we got it covered today, that it's kind of easy to use. Yeah. And it somehow works. Of course, you need to check it, no problem. But getting started is easy. So thank you very much, Jakob, for showing us what is possible today, or to showing us part of what is possible. So it was very nice.
Yeah. Well, it was a pleasure, and it was a rough challenge, and I think we're right on schedule. Yeah, which is quite impressive, wasn't it?
I think so. So thank you very much, Jakob.
Well, thank you, and what a nasty challenge you had.
Thank you.